Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel, and if you are tuning in from the Thriving Boss Hub, welcome guys. I hope you guys are doing well. So today, as you can see, we have a little bit of a different setup. I obviously got a new microphone. I have two microphones now, but I'm going to be using this microphone when I just want to sit down and chat a bunch of crap. And then I obviously have my iPad here as well. Today's video, we are going to be talking about the Lori Harvey effect. This episode is inspired by Lori Harvey and basically the reality of dating as a black woman. So first, let's start off about the fact that Lori Harvey and Damson Idris are not together anymore. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Me personally, I have mixed feelings. Now, if you guys know, I do love me a bit of Lori Harvey. I think she is really giving karma to these men the way that they deserve. She's doing it on all of us women's behalf. Now, when I heard about the breakup, I was a bit like, I had mixed feelings. I was excited on one hand because I was like, Lori Harvey has done it again. She is doing the damn thing. But then at the same time, I was like, it gave me a reality check that we as women should not try to mimic her behavior, because at the end of the day, she's a celebrity. Let me deep dive into the first point. So my mixed feelings on one hand is the fact that we have to understand that yes, Lori Harvey is a representation of a female that has high standards, that doesn't waver from her standards, that knows what she wants and goes after just that. She is literally a prime example of that, and I respect it on all regards. But then at the same time, the main reason why she's known and the main reason why we know her today is due to her courtships. So the people that she dates, the men that she dates, and their level of wealth or whatever. So she obviously has to maintain that brand and keep the relevance by jumping in and out of relationships, which is not a bad thing. Get your money how you need to get your money. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to judge at all. I say that to say we shouldn't aspire to do the same thing dating wise, because we are not celebrities. We do not make our money from the men that we date. Do you get it? So from that perspective, I'm like, okay, when obviously they broke up, or when the news, came out that they broke up or whatever, I was like, okay, I need to actually take a step back and not idolize this or think, yeah, Lori, this is a win, I'm going to do what Lori's doing. There's certain things and certain advice that she's given that you can definitely take on board, that I feel like is actually really good advice. At the end of the day, she's a celebrity, she has loads of money, she can afford to do stuff like this, and at the end of the day, her career, most of it is built over who she dates and the relevance. So now that she's broken up with Damson, I don't know for sure. I don't know her life, so I'm only assuming she is probably going to end up in another high class relationship. She's going to find someone else who's going to have loads of money. Everyone's going to be like, oh, couple goals, oh, Laurie's done it again, she's winning this and that. And that, as a result, is helping her stay relevant, is helping her, because I don't know if you guys realize, she had literally, after the news broke that they broke up, she did like a clothing line with Pretty Little Thing. So the relevance allowed her to bring something new with PLT. So I feel like as normal individuals, some of us are way too consumed and way too involved in stuff like this, and then we feel like we need to mimic that same behavior, and then we don't get the results that we want, and we end up miserable and bitter and all of that. So that's the one side of it. But then at the same time, it's a representation of her knowing her standards. We don't know what happened. We don't know what created the breakup. We don't know the reason why they broke up. I was reading the comments, and some people were like, oh, Lori's not dating properly, she's toxic, this and that. But who knows? Maybe Damson did something and they broke up. Do you know what I mean? Or maybe he wasn't able to keep up with the things that she required. At the end of the day, she's a high class girl. She knows what she wants. So as a man, if you're going to get involved in a relationship with her, you need to understand that and be able to maintain it. If you can't maintain it and you try to bag a baddie and you can't maintain the baddiness, then you don't deserve a baddie. You need to date with what you can afford, period. That's standard. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. I saw I was on a page on TikTok, and I saw one comment. I don't know if it's going to come up on my iPad. I think it is. and it actually made me laugh. Okay, yeah. So basically, it was a video of Laurie Harvey and that girl from Love Island, Ella. And they looked gorgeous, and it was at her PLT event. And one comment said, Laurie, my role model, because I have just dumped someone's son. I'm looking for a new one, please. What? Like, there's no, obviously, we don't know the context of it. Maybe she broke up with someone's son for a viable reason. But to say Laurie is your role model, and because she's exiting and into a new relationship, you're going to do the same thing is insane to me. It's insane. It's insane. It's insane. It's insane. Like, we need to stop thinking we can do the same things as celebrities. It's okay to get inspiration. You know, I do ITGAL case studies all the time to get inspiration to help us live an improved life. But we are not celebrities. Delusion is good, but excessive delusion is not okay. All right. So yeah, I saw that comment. I was like, okay, that is brazy. I don't know if I'll be able to put it on the screen. I'll cover her username because I'm not trying to bait her out or anything. But I just saw that comment. I was like, I have to screenshot it and talk about it because this is like insane to me. What? But yeah, on the other side, I am quite happy that this happened because it just kind of gave me like a little boost and a little motivation to just be like, whenever something doesn't serve you, especially in the dating realm, leave and move on because there are plentiful of fish in the sea. Okay? Because let's be real. If you are dating someone, you're dating someone's son, and let's say you let yourself go, let's say you put on a bit of weight, or you just don't look the same as how you looked when they first saw you and when they first courted you, they're going to leave you in a heartbeat. 9 times out of 10, like most men in the generation, they will leave you. So why do you feel like you should stay behind or stick around with someone's son when they're not providing, not giving the same energy that they were giving at the beginning, not being able to afford you financially, just to say you're ride or die? Leave, because they'll do the same if you was to let yourself go and you now aren't looking as pretty as you were before. So yeah, in that sense, I do respect Laurie for that, and I'm really happy. But yeah, I would be lying to just sit on here and just big her up and be like, yeah, like this is what we need. Da 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 da. I think we as ordinary everyday women just need to realize that we are not Laurie, and that our dating experience, we shouldn't copy. It shouldn't be a textbook where we're copying her. And I did a video last year about lessons we can learn from Laurie Harvey when it comes to dating, and I still stand by everything I said in that video because there are some things that we can actually take and it can help us have an improved dating experience. But to follow her playbook, you know, technique by technique, you're not going to end up in healthy relationships at all. Okay. One thing as well that I've studied with her is the way she's able to jump from relationship to relationship without us really not hearing from her for a bit. Like, I would not be surprised if she's in a new relationship within the next 2 to 3 months. And I don't feel like that's healthy. I feel like most women, if you've been in a relationship for a significant amount of time, then you need a significant amount of time to heal. And it's not even just about healing, it's just about focusing on yourself and re strategizing on your priorities, because your priorities are going to change once you exit that relationship. Your life is different. That routine and you meeting that man every week or every day or living with them is not there anymore. So you need a lot of time to adjust to the new life you're living. And if you just then go on to the next relationship, are you really prioritizing yourself, or are you just moving from relationship to relationship? And remember, at the end of the day, Laurie's career is built off of dating, so she kind of needs to, you know, keep the relevance there. I see the business technique, I see the influencer side, but then how about you as a normal person? Do you feel like you need to do the same thing? No, girl, you do not. And you're just going to cause yourself so much. Like, you're just going to be drained and tired and just like, what is this? Such as life. I don't want to do this. Do you know what I mean? Give yourself some time. Give yourself a year. Give yourself 2 years. And I'm not saying it from a place of judgment. I do this too. So that's why when I'm very passionate about it and the way I'm talking, you might think it's like in a judgment way. It's not. It's for me even to remind myself to just relax. Just relax. Yeah? please realize that it's okay to take a step back from dating. Like if you've just come out of like a relationship, a situationship, even just dating, I don't know what your circumstance is, but if you've come out of something where you had strong feelings for someone, take a significant step back and realize that you need time for yourself. You've probably given so much of your time and energy towards someone, and that energy has now made you drained. So you need to recharge that energy back and put it back into yourself, okay? So yeah, it's okay to take a step back for a significant amount of time. I'm not talking 1 to 5 months. We're talking like a year, 2 years, 3 years. Like, take a step back and trust the process and trust that God has a unique person for you. There's someone out there that God truly wants you to be with. They will understand your flaws. They will work with you as much as you'll be able to work with them. So trust and believe that there's no rush. Also need to realize that most men that you will come across will not be your significant other. Like, they just will not be your significant other. They won't be of quality for the person that you are. Like, if you're just dating, 9 times out of 10, most of them are going to be very low quality experiences. And imagine that time and energy that you've taken to date and to have that experience. You could have then dedicated that time to yourself. You could have dedicated that time to make more money. You could have dedicated that time to pursue a new hobby, a new passion. You could have dedicated that time to God. You could have dedicated that time to so many other things than that dusty. So I think it's about realizing that we don't have to be dating and treating dating like a sport and something that we have to do. Like it's just something necessary as part of adulthood. It's not. If you truly believe and have faith in God and what He's able to do in your life, realize that there's that one person for you. I used to not believe in soulmates that much. Like the last 2 years, I was like, I don't think there's like a such thing as one soulmate. After the experiences I have had, I genuinely feel like there's only one person for me because I'm a unique individual. The way I operate and the way my brain functions is unique. And God, in the Bible, in the beginning of time, let's get this up because I actually don't want to butcher this Bible scripture. This was Adam and Eve's time where God was basically like, it's not good for man to be alone. I should make a helpmate or something like that. I'm gonna get the Bible scripture because we taking it biblical, okay? Okay, so Genesis chapter 2 verse 18 says, "The Lord God said, it is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him." Can I just emphasize, I will make a helper suitable for him. I trust and believe that as well within that scripture. There's someone that He has aligned for you and me to have that's suitable for us as individuals. So if God's saying that, and if I believe that God is going to do the same thing for me, why do I feel like I need to entertain every Tom, Dick, and Harry? I don't. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's only one man that's suitable for me. So until that day comes where God speaks to me and says, this is him, and that man comes to me, I'm chilling. I'm going to work on my purpose. I'm going to focus on myself. I'm going to work on me. Because the streets already is ghetto AF. And cool, we're young. Why not enjoy? Why not live life? Why not be a city girl? I get it. I really do. But the reason why is because it's draining mentally, spiritually, physically, financially. Because a lot of these men are sassy AF anyway. So they don't even want to be paying or doing anything. Like, they're broke trying to get a baddie. Like, if you can afford a baddie, if you cannot afford a girl that's high maintenance, leave her alone. Like, just leave us alone. We do not want to be bothered. And let's talk about courtship. What happened to courtship? When did courtship go out of style? Why are we not dating to get married? Why is it that we are dating to stay in a situationship? Who created situationships? I want to know who created a situationship, and I just want to have a word. I want to have a one-to-one with them because, yeah, it's not looking good for them, bruv. Because what even is a situationship? This is just my opinion. I'm no professional dating coach, dating expert, or nothing. I've had enough experiences to form this opinion for myself. I genuinely think a man should have 1 month maximum to get to know a girl. Then you decide if I am worthy of us being in a relationship. And when we're in a relationship, boyfriend and girlfriend, we are learning about each other. And then marriage is really the point where you will know. Do you know what I mean? To string a female along for 2 months plus, 5 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years of talking stage is just unserious to me. And it's really giving sassy energy because you don't know what you want. And as a man, surely you should know what you want. Like, why are you moving weird? Why? It's just weird to me. It's so weird to me, and it's so sassy and it's so feminine. And we wonder why so many women are masculine in our day and age. But look at the men out there. Sassy AF. But yeah, for me, I'm going back to the traditional ways. Courtship, I will be dating. If I'm dating a man, we are dating with the intention of getting married. And if that's not the mindset that he possesses when I first speak to him, it's done. For me as well, personally, I'm really trying to stop like worldly things. Let me do a quick story time. I'm going to do a separate video on this, literally my next video. But sorry for the background noise. When I was 19, I was so like, for like a good year, I was really good with my faith in God. I cut down on worldly music. I was only listening to Christian music. I was studying the Bible day in and day out. I was just very much intentional with my time with Christ. And one thing about God is you genuinely have to be intentional when it comes to building a relationship with God. Like, yes, we can say I want to be closer to God, but if we don't intentionally make the time for him, then you're not going to get anywhere. Like, God will still be there for you, but if you're not intentionally going out of your way to learn about him, learn about the word, then how are you going to get closer with God? So I realized that it's not a case of feeling like doing a Bible study or feeling like praying. It's about making the intentional step to do exactly that. Me personally, I'm at a point where I kind of want to stop like going out, clubbing, motives, all of that, because I've been doing it since 2021. So a good like 2.5, 3 years, and I haven't gotten anything out of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's fun in the moment because you're drinking and all of that. But then you come back home to the same empty feeling. I'm just kind of in a place where I want to transition my priorities. And if I'm going to be intentional about building a stronger relationship with God, there's certain things that I need to put behind me. Being in the streets and dating and talking stages, going out to motives and drinking. Like, I just have to intentionally make the step to step back. Now, cutting worldly music, to me, that's going to be a tough one. I'll be so real with you because some of the music out there is popping. And, you know, I love my good old Afro beats, R&B, bashment, the whole nine. I love it all. So I don't know about that one, but I will do like seasons where I fast from worldly music, fast from food, stuff like that. So I can really intentionally make the effort to build a better relationship with Christ. But essentially, I do just want to prioritize God and just trust in whatever he has for me in this world, and know that he wants the best for me, and he'll provide. Do you know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't be worried about, you know, if I'm gonna get married or if I'm gonna meet the right person, because if it's in the cards, God will make it happen. If it's not, then there's a reason, there's something better in store for my life, and I have to just trust that and accept it for what it is. We getting really serious. I didn't think we would talk all about God and everything, but here we are. One book that I do really want to recommend if you are going to be dating and actively be in the streets is To Date Smart. Read the book Why Men Love Bitches. Yeah. The front page has ripped. Do you know what? It ripped because it got stuck in my drawers. But honestly, the book, as you can see, I've basically highlighted and annotated everything. This will just teach you how to have standards and really be intentional about dating and date smart, basically. Like, don't be dating as a victim or someone who's desperate. And that's another thing. I feel like as women, a lot of us are operating from a desperation, a desperate energy. And as a result, we're literally just entertaining anything that's entertaining us. At the end of the day, you can be a woman who's done well for herself, has a good job, looks good, has money, financially stable, you're not just going to attract high quality men, you're going to attract low quality men, you're going to attract bummy guys, you're going to attract you're going to attract the whole pool, because at the end of the day, you're female. So you have to have enough standards to know that not everyone is worth your time, and start seeing yourself as someone who is of value. Like, God made you a valuable, high quality female. So as a result, you can't just be entertaining anything and everything out there. You have to have standards. And if you don't, you're going to end up with the bummiest, brokest men. And I don't want that for you, and I don't want that for me. So keep reminding yourself that you are the prize. I would just say, all in all, focus on yourself. If you are Christian, especially if you're Christian, know that God has someone suitable for you. So until that individual comes into your life, keep praying, keep trusting the process, and focus on the things that you can control right now. And don't date for the sake of dating. I'm over it. It's taken me a long time to get here, but I'm over it. From 2021, because that's when I really started dating. I was a late bloomer. We're in 2023. I am over it. Okay, I'm over it. If I don't meet my man in time for the rapture, God, just take me. Just take me, because I can't deal with these sassy men no more. I think that's really it. The main takeaway is basically just not to idolize celebrities and the way they move, because at the end of the day, your life is going to be so much more different to their life. And Lori Harvey has the resources and the means to jump ship from relationship to relationship. Like, it genuinely makes sense for the type of career she has, the type of lifestyle she has. Do you know what I mean? You are not Lori Harvey. So don't idolize or make her a role model and the standard of how you should date. Having said that, you most definitely should have standards, and you most definitely should know what you want and walk away from a relationship that doesn't serve you. You should walk away from all situationships that's been over 1 month, because what are we doing here? We're just wasting time. And I know men don't see it as time wasted, because situationships only benefit men, they don't benefit females. Let's be real. So if you're stuck in a situationship for more than 1 month, I need you to open your eyes, sis, and realize that guy does not like you. Okay, so move on. Yeah, just focus on yourself, focus on God, and give back to the people who give to you, that love you, and prioritize them, and get rid of all the dusties, get rid of the roster. Okay guys, so that's it for this episode. Kind of like random chit chat. I just was like, I feel like this is the perfect time to talk about the Lori Harvey effect, and the realities of dating as a female, but especially as a Black woman, and just why we need to stop idolizing celebrities and just really pour back into ourselves and pour back into God. The way people are praising Lori Harvey, I love her, I truly do, and this is not a video to bash her, but I do feel like it's important for us to realize that we are not the same, and the way she lives her life is going to be okay for her, but that doesn't mean I have to copy everything she does. Okay, she left her man, I'm gonna leave my man. What? When I saw that comment, I said, such is life. Such is life. The idealism is crazy right now. It's insane. But yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this podcast episode. If you did, make sure you give it a 5-star, thumbs it up. I don't know how it works. And obviously, if you're tuning in from YouTube, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.